To add a beam, it's very similar to adding a column. I can use my member add flyout here. I can go to model, member, add beam, or my F2 prompt for member type. I can select beam and say OK. For beams, we're going to be picking 2 points, our left end and our right end, and both ends can have their own point locator assigned to them. So I'm going to make sure that I have my intersection of construction lines for my first point, and my intersection of construction lines for my second point. Now it does not matter which order you pick beams, left to right or right to left, bottom to top or top to bottom, SDS2 will always adjust the left end of your member to where the left end is always up towards the left or the bottom side of that member. So if I pick my second point here, you can see this looks very similar to my column edit window. I have my member tree on the left. I have my section size at the top here. If I look at this section size, the W18 by 40, my end elevations are filled out automatically because of the points I located, and where input connection types are set to auto standard. This is all that we're going to mess with right now is just our end elevations, make sure they're valid, the input connection types are at auto standard, and our section size is valid for our beams. I'm going to say OK. Now when we repeat a member, it always repeats from left end to right end. For columns, that's fine, that the left end's the bottom, so it always repeats from the bottom up. For beams, we have to make sure we understand which end is our left end so that it repeats the direction that we expect it to. This beam, if I wanted to repeat it between B and C, I would middle click at B and 1 so it repeats to the right. If I picked at C, it would go from C to D, not back this way. No matter which way I pick my points, it always goes from left to right. You can tell which end is the left end by looking at it here because your member number and piece mark will always be on the left end unless you go in and change your model options for your member label configuration. So I can repeat this here between B and C. I also have one here between A and B at grid line 3 and B and C at grid line 3. Between 3 and 2 on grid line A, I have a W21 by 44. And I can repeat that here at 2 to extend to 1. Now again, these repeats are exact copies, span and everything. So if this was a different span, I couldn't repeat it. It's not going to stop at the next column. It's going to extend past it.